Okay, inti yasanso and we share all sports GH YouTube nyakopon onhyira se ugusu a we enjoy show no na wa share na unua so anya kwan no so ahwe na ye share say dia na chese stories for ho a ye ba be bo ho nkomo atase nyamishira bigi
kwagu
bibia fine there
nyame adom obade na daruma bibia okay.
It's good to see you once again and say Nanzay was say Shesha Bibri Atiasi
Mate
Nano Nipana were platforms no so or more enjoy ye pa.
Yeah, no must see. It's Bibia or he hands over to
Premier I what you also a premier to us as some craft from maybe pass somebody a show or they get what they show me fast. Okay, ain't say Nancy who big baby. Ya won't come on. Say there's this topic about na Africa for no. Nipa don't wanna happy about it. Say Africa yenisika. It's a dainty and I was say a time yesika at the command bro for no. Especially when visit Rwanda Baya na Arsenal and the Muslims so they were giving Arsenal like 10 million pounds, like a country like Rwanda. At times Ascano Edima Arsenal. A lot of people were not happy about it. Well, and I know and 19th of March, 19th of May, and a DR Congo, omo Prime Minister Onwemu Didier Budimbu, Papa Nanga Sababa Stona. And Barcelona for so ebedi nkomo ewe o ma sanso ababi o join on television so odie o ma sanso ababi na ni nyina na say we so mo finalize deal no inti DR Congo in the next 4 years ebema Barcelona 40 million euros afibia 10 million euros almost bonuses be crack ho bonuses no 10 million bonuses near 5 million euros and your bonus. What I say into the here say the DR Congo and so near ever to Barcelona for Jesse in say and we here almost sending a visit Rwanda Boamono into almost in fact DR Congo, the hearts of Africa. DR Congo, the hearts of Africa. It's when you phone Abalande on Barcelona for Edin Como 40 million euros in the next 4 years. Sa in Samoa to say just imagine say Ghana. Na omampenyi mahama si otam Ghana sika 40 e go say den e besu okrum ha ko we ka say e kwan we nya hey like to cry intimi but sa nkomo no Africa fo a em say Rwanda ye Congo so to aso hwe e be trender eko e ya depa
koku first of all assembly ade bia meka say sekwen e wo two sides. And this particular issue, it is about angles and perspectives. Based on baby awote, baby awujina. Any kwanya wo fa so ahwa asem ne said you hunu no. And obenya ho meka say pomasibre anasa anu yie. Me can say because it makes sense in a way. It doesn't make sense in a way. It is because obefasa it doesn't make sense. Open one of the poorest countries in Africa, DR Congo count. It is a very poor country. You say Ghana, you see Kasemunye. But Ghana see Kasemunye way better change DR Congo there. Until a certain day. So countries like Ghana are way better than Empo. And decided to obey this amount of money. Acquire this kind of investment. Obi one China or Tia Obeka say, a dear uncle for ye, the same answer be any. Because Oman Wuniska. 40 million euros na ye di home komono. It can build a lot of factories. E wo DR Congo. 40 million euros na ye di home komono. It can build a lot of schools. E wo Congo. 40 million euros na ye di home komono. E betimi aye car kwan bebre e wo Congo. E be fix a lot of street lights, fix a lot of problems. E wo country ni mu e wo Congo honom because oya chance kana aye kan wasem na kwaku enye sika ketwa. E be ye niema bebre. But the woman say omo no mo ye mpelifo mo ye leaders of the country antimi anwene saa de we nyina ho e na omo tam sika na de akwa ba baso na so mo ba sponsor omo a ebia no mo so wo other reasons and so ewo. Because for you to live in a country like DR Congo, I don't know how the citizens are going to feel at this particular moment, especially those living in the country. Because the harsh conditions of the country. Ghana minimum wage per day. I was reaching DR Congo
according to them, one feels say omoyesa edini padom ebeba tourism. Okay.
That is why I said say two sides. And from this angle, Obeka Senyan send But on the other hand, Yahu Rwanda wayebi, it got the world's attention.
Yeah.
A lot of people visited Rwanda. People wanted to go and see what Rwanda is about. Ebinum koye, eko mu adwuma na Paul Kigame aye. And I'm so mu dia dance me ebinum so saba be join here. It's one way or the other. So we heard from that angle. Ebetimi abase no so dem fa so bebre kuro. Probably Okwa sponsor Barcelona no. And the world's attention and the eye. Ebeba aye DR Congo kuro so.
Ebetimi
attract tourists. Yeah, can was me. That is number one. Number two, ebetimi attract tourists. E dia ba kuro nim. Aside say be attract tourists no. Schools are make us ebetimi asi. Hospitals ebetimi asi. Kwanya ebetimi aye. Factories ebetimi abie no. There are philanthropists and the businessmen are almost what time she betimi aba so based on this investment. Almost do money be chire Congo akwa ye say investment ni be den e wo kuro nim. It is all kind of from that angle. It could also be some penny for na your calculation. Atena se no mo hu. Say omo di sika ne kokoshe wa e dem fa so beba. Ghana yam political go sponsor obia. At a point, you decide say be the year of return.
Year of return, yeah.
Yam sponsor team bia wa mono ne.
Yeah.
But in our own small way, the government invested.
Yeah.
E ma man for ye hu dede. Eventually, that period, tourists the back Ghana, any ade no, increase here, even a tripled than the previous years. At the end of the day, and them for so bre o mine no. If the AB and DR Congo for now all these calculations, and I decided to make it a step. No, but for me, I'm a idea. Me a DR Congo president. Me need 40 million euros. And fan conquer yes,
even the hosted tournaments, what they are a crow no. They always protest and say, "You this cannot quite chess sports stadium, a brown." What I say now? What comes at the end of the qua?
And well, Congo, and your crowd,
some
now minimum wage per day in DR Congo. At times, by 5 and son drew Ghana deal. This is the country.
Because okay, so in any case, say me call na nyema was say me shema me niji as a tourist me ni anjehwa. Then what is the point?
I'm even going out there or going back to give them that negative publicity.
Exactly.
Because they be yenye. It's in as much say open year no. There are other things you also have to do. They also have to invest in their tourist sites in the country.
And also so.
If they be as you know, next can also
$100 million because
and you give the African politician that opportunity.
Hey, you. Well, assemble Basadi almost say omunyiska, you know. The omoke can inform who cry, omunya musika. Hey, Africa sika basa. Muya moboka cry. Okay, Darwin Nunez updates kakra ho na say yeri kan aka say Napoli for no omo ya so Liverpool so my omo see 50 million euros no de buy Liverpool for so monja omo ko Luka Lorenzo ho well since Saudi Arabia for na sake ka omo hu bio say omo pe no because omaya omo the same say Napoli for nye wadwen so be ye deal no and say omaba Jude Bellingham and ne wire medicals wire sorry ni shoulder surgery no on say ache
yeah
in say in the next 3 months Martinez are successful in the next 3 months obejina home almost say obe return be October mu baby na ansana ono so aba abebo again me kala so ansana aba na masanse the stories near the frafrasa Kofi Fami ko Liverpool krum moral at Liverpool for a year say on be a day ama Diego Yota no we efe very very beautiful very beautiful into say Liverpool for ya dear pa and my moral no kama make pictures ni nyama efe Gerard Piqué ni team Andoria baby ombebo ball nya some kitwa team say aqua we levels na there or the aqua so brutal inti and also you're ready, of course. Yeah, the one summon so Eddie Pro. Now, the ten say Rodrigo Goes, you know. Opening Diego Bobano, a star big Krabamin Canning in Ambo. Liverpool, dear Luis Diaz, and over for Rodrigo Goes. Nemo Area Deco say on Tiasema Luis Diaz and call by Munchi. On said Deco, you say Deco said, "See, Philly Luis Diaz said, hey, on said, Dabby. Barcelona for say, because I'm going to say all these while I'm relaxing, someone himself Liverpool for so a monton. And it's a buy Munchi debate that I'm a Liverpool for about bid now to go as some major 100 million euros. Na big 100 basa bitia.
I want to ask them no.
Na the end they ko joye pata pass be no ye no.
This is your money Kenya 40 bia to be no. Ebi omo ke Kenya boom.
Hey, enti say Deco de no aye hyehyehye. Ba Rodrigo Goes de no na aye star big kakra because Real Madrid for SSC 100 million no kra munyom di be count because say the market no AC air kono aye star be. Enti Pini Zahavi and as I say obe mediate ama say Rodrigo Goes be free ho na obenya ne club na all born so akwa na asomdwe be ba between Rodrigo Goes Real Madrid any team na Rodrigo Goes be choose no a eno ne plans so far omo eye into Rodrigo Goes de no sa net enebom Marcus Rashford and makot say mail for England mail for say biggie it's not Liverpool for a person come for Rashford, but almost say, say, because no more pay cheap option be left war.
Yeah.
It's no feel say Rashford the and a slot makes me say the camera. I'm an abbe ampa and I saw so the Obama Rashford a body ye. But Omunim say, why would him say Inti Omo decided say they will not try. Yananti.
Koku my mention CM from free Darwin-ness and Liverpool, ne Napoli, ne Saudi Arabia and Sensemino. Liverpool as a club, honestly speaking, last time I make a say, when it comes to pricing players, you don't just wake up and price a player. Say, sorry, and no. Me na me kita me player, me na me deme home. Until me player ne dey me turn 100 million, 200 million, 500 million. Debbie. You look at the player's performance. Now what share? They are pricey player no. You look at player nankasa image rights. You look at a lot of factors. Player no ni just sales scramble exercise. And to her son money nyina. Na fi wake carbon. No one will say any a boy me dey to a semester to ye sefatano. Especially the on-field performance. Striker na ye di ne home common season na ye bowie na the performance the same. Last 2 seasons he scored around 11 goals in the league and a dema Liverpool. Last season, he scored 5 goals in the league and a dema Liverpool. And the sense of free a team, I friend said Benfica Bayern. Number the money cost kaka, but last season not chess I did not take off from. And this I did not take off from na empeja dia. Then clearly a better dance obenya tima. Obey 70 million ya dia na baba be fa brantiano. Because and 70 million near Chile no. Kwaku a players are exceptional within the season. Now no need dim common eka. Say see at the price tag, average players and other normal or good players within 50 to 70.
Yeah.
70 nechi kono players exceptional. And you are pricing player and the money man down kind they just ended season around 70 million. When your team awaba so be more 50 million. Liverpool say ompe. Napoli tena say no calculation no. Osha striker na make kwakofana ban 1. In the top flight football or top flight league only proven. Which is Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez born home in the Portuguese league and Obaba joining Liverpool. But since I was joining Liverpool, what has been the performance? It's Oba Liverpool no. About the top 5 leagues, major leagues in Europe no. Only proven because he hasn't been consistent with good performances. It is a boss in our media. There is no guarantee. Number 2. Obasoso what shows say even in the Italian Serie A obetimi aba adapt no abo there is no guarantee it is a sanitary ma memfa mani hwe baby foforo Luca Lorenzo na ye kan ho asem no. Season na ye botwa no. He played around 30 matches for a club like Udinese. On your top club with Italian Serie A anymore. Or 12 goals in the Italian Serie A. And they was also from it's in Napoli feels compared to a Darwin Nunes there. And come the far way on Italian Serie A terrain dada. And only a better than some can swako for be free England daba. Na so Obano went to me and Bambe adapt here. And they see a Darwin Nunes as a player. Then on is he looking for competitiveness? Does he want to get back to the best of form? Because all person getting back to the best of form. Akwaku, Ubetimini Liverpool penny for Casano matter price tag. So based on the relationship, and in penny for Casa de air, they be Emma Bato. Make us say up competitiveness because of what's not Europe they are. A Jumana Yehu Antonio Conte. So why you players be a no more than more from whom? What Buamo must sort in a performance and a cost rono. I am rest assured say me play and I'm a form conform. Na me call Antonio Conte wa. Obeti me aboa me ama pija. Yehu Scott McTominay.
Yeah.
Yehu Romelu Lukaku. Yehu Billy Gilmore. These were players that no munye players bia.
Yeah.
But then they show more performance under Antonio Conte. It is upper competitiveness. Also getting back to the best of form there. Napoli should be the best club. But Liverpool see kana watch and do obeti me anyama na Saudi for no. Because Darwin Nunes obi am for 70 million euros and man metono.
There. Sentina Napoli for feel. Napoli for 50 million. Some kobio.
It's at this stage, Liverpool they may show say be a sikana no open. But player, you have to get in. Talk to the authorities.
That when you spa they say
yes. Only omo kasa no mo tiase afa man tiase there because sikana open and player to that kwaku. I was also just stubborn kaka. You can tell them you have a contract with them. Napoli na me pesa me kokobo because me feel say me ko ha e be boa me career. You shouldn't only be looking at money. I was saying so me dwene me dache ho. And the sikan kwa na ho na pesa me ko Saudi Arabia because omo dey be TS can there. And me so me no work contract me tena team ni ma fight for position.
Well, some transfers no. And no pay
Luis Diaz.
Okay, kakakray. Na in some another stories.
Luis Diaz to Barcelona no. Kwaku aye bibi e wo ho. I would say Liverpool TS no mo ma akwara na.
At what some on my card 100 million.
What can it bo? But my problem now is that because last time I didn't come say, oh, build the team. I have to keep the quality players and the core of your team. And Luis Diaz and Nimu for Liverpool. Mohamed Salah there is no player who was better than him. So Liverpool need to keep the player for the good cause of the team. But it looks like say player no. I am not going to say yeah. Then I want to Liverpool be because a chassis free by Barcelona. And they call Bayern Munich and now back to Barca. So the player just wants a move out of the club because kwagu ebi ameyi Barcelona sinchen based on football amenu so mobile any coach in Juma oye. O per club obetimi get Luis Diaz closer to the Champions League and winning laurels are. Bayern Munich and Liverpool so when it comes to the performance, especially when it comes to Champions League. But what decided so person not even looking at the Champions League, not as a clearly a team now na kwada na na bi so person oyede ofrim
scan of the man in ninja ho ofu say among respect.
Yes, talk to the player, do things to honor him stay. So kwada decided to change obekwa. You cannot keep an unhappy wife. Obane so do kra na that and gamba do say many nti me nyai.
You can convince what?
That is what I'm saying. They say Liverpool be convinced. No, this can be a can fine. But then yes, sir. I'm take you from players. No, money say yeah, be now. I'm contract we you go free no. Luis Diaz me jitum sa can 2 years. Eh, no credit. But I can 2 years no. In 2 years time, na him fear saying. He's going to be around 30. Say yes, he has no resale value.
And the end.
I didn't think that when you see Canada, I didn't see Chinchina time over. Nay, Sika 70 or Nasicana or Washington wouldn't mean from Manoa. Jid Yobadin and a man and co. Say, yes, I can or Roma Mako. No, but say buying Munchi for 67.5 million euros. From buying, and again, the story to add to your conversation is say, buy and some Bessan Swababio. Bessan Swababio. Second bed in the best sample. Or Conwasaba. Best 70 probably. 67.5
and we beg
75-80 krana and you're bad
on tone but we shall open markets and who their markets and ayana Anthony Alanga Kudus money and there who go eketeke 80 million also onji it is a who go eketeke Newcastle for the 80 million. Kofono so omonjia. Na Luis Diaz was 70 onje. Oh. Open in the market ya you.
I am saying this because
Asami
the difference is that Akwadano is ready for better now. So and Eketike, Elanga, Kudus, mo players here come once relatively almost ages in our form. 2 years now, Luis Diaz say 30 no. San Kwadano no mo age no, Enyandu sa 30 no.
Well, that's another
so
one.
So they have a resale value. Luis Diaz in 2 years time, probably.
Very well.
And we shouldn't forget, he's a South American.
And the Pisca.
So, until Liverpool international money. So, mo beti me a convince Akwadano with the all she. If you meeting halfway through, can Akwadano better now? Fine. But Akwadano decided to change on Tenano. This is the right time for Liverpool to do that business.
Wait, if Liverpool lets go Luis Diaz, now Otto Rodrigo Goes Bishemwe. I upgrade Anna. And I same.
In terms of experience, I would say it's an upgrade.
And in terms of what again?
Born there. Luis Diaz now and Rodrigo the enemy to be
very good.
But Rodrigo also at Real Madrid has been complaining on money favorite position. And the AB and a position no Konyabo Liverpool, which is baby Luis Diaz born. I am favorite position no. AB and all the born better.
And Rodrigo so man numbers.
Or man numbers. And age is also sour on the side.
On the side. Okay.
Compared to Luis Diaz.
Okay.
And you know, we have 70 and 80. Now, all the Kakre Soso.
Who percent 70 to 80.
Of course, around 80 there.
Okay, fine. 80. Now Rodrigo Goes, what value the same?
Rodrigo Goes. Some are ready to around 90 to 100. What the 10 pesos or crack of us. At least age difference. And
it looks like Liverpool want to build a very, very great cycle. If I win my share there, shall Liverpool for front four. I'm best on my bird. We are watching one.
League no more catches and came from home. We are
watching Cherry. We are Chelsea for no. We are watching. We are watching. Master Liverpool for she said him was say ya.
But seriously speaking, the kind of players are Liverpool air pen.
Oh dear, already watching legal and all topping up.
I've always maintained this. Yeah, true. Hey, but where?
Say no,
Chelsea now Club World Cup. And will be able to PSG also League now Champions League.
Any day, hey, Massa, mono, you start league no. Obi so sort of was our Samuel League and the Chelsea for the minimum SSL League.
Pressure you be na dey mama na
I since also world champions it was so much. But I sad.
Yeah, that
sad. I would say. So, my point is that if you look at the teams now on we serious for transfer markets and what they are trying to do. Na mono mbwe kra no so tokrasa say we say onim say ene day 44 I mbwe mu ka so bebo say 45 ade
o ka sembisi ya o say o hwe teams na omoye serious okay. Transfer market na Manchester United clearly is not serious and ni nyina twa community a Manchester United clearly because in Kiebo season we are on. Wow, modern one conquer. You should rather be finding ways to strengthen your team.
Yeah.
But then, modern Manchester United, no, Manchester City, no, Chelsea, no, Liverpool, no, Arsenal, no. These are the teams that almost strengthen our teams, no, at the expense of Manchester United, Bobo, no. Even Tottenham now in the bowl season and then man conquer 16th, 17th in Pono. Tottenham who say, baby, your die and uncle young farmer no. It is so better me a Champions League no about homoding. So better me a compete well in the coming season. Our Premier League anymore. Obeying us obey quality additions. It was also so tough. It clearly as some now kind of Manchester United teams almost serious. Our transfer market no. United is not serious.
Yanko other stories. Hey, but and that's also least I forget. Pedro ne kraman no ene 1 year anniversary. Ya de nsempunu a broniti ewiase ye. Wakoto ho cake nyina. Wo do be de wato cake krada. Ade Chelsea for trophy.
Be say makromano. Ensi wa so na Ghana ni no kura ma utirim.
Say wo be yes nsempunu no hu.
Na nka de ofie for de be ye wo. Ugo to cake abedi krama be dey.
Na say as sound na say Ghana for bon say wakoto kraman no wato ne din normal name ya esi nteme say big ye obi to kraman no de ne din eto wa ebe ode
din tin was whatever
ose pe kraman na sam me feel me kraman no na me so me pe wo so asam
pema sam on for me din to kraman Debbie.
Oh, kraman no penasem o say abrofo kraman no obi one ne dan nyina o o me dampa ba akoso Patriot the Micho yes. It is a crama.
Crama pet.
Aye.
A crama is creaty. In the field on the Darbonton, yet to 2 years near the not to any more. No above fear no buying. Indeed, there is a vast difference between you and any abro of Uruguay. Yeah, that was it. Almost quarter near different from your dear pet, crama pet, and a abrochi. A hackman on your pet or his creaty. Nti anwumre to 2 wi a obokom na nso nyame ye bo ani mu on na ebo fie ne ho ban e wa abonte hodom on ma meda inside dabi ko inside hodom uni chefa ko ku e ro kre eti ye no difference wom nso nyame ye nyame be kire peace mo ene oboko no mo bo ani mu hodom on na ebo fie ne ho ban wo de konfo no ntimi nkyere kura na po ya ye be sori aba wadwuma no It's how you security on your pet.
Okay. Okay, that's Chelsea Kwaje Club World Cup buy, you know. Yes, a play be abenya £350,000. Sikaka cramping for and so a day a mao mono £350,000 play a beer. Afi Jawa Hatu left footed centre back for Ayas. On say Liverpool ni Chelsea for na air pen pa. Na Chelsea for ene Ayas for akasa. Na say defenders na back home back up.
Sure.
Ayas for so much £60 million. Chelsea for say o metimi aye be £35 million be. Me bacho my main sanka last one na sabra na my sanso for fraba.
Okay.
Ballon d'Or no. Yes, chances of winning the Ballon. He said, "You be Ballon d'Or penny." We have television. So Ousmane Dembele 80%, Lamine Yamal 25%, Vitinha 11%, Mo Salah 5%, Ashraf Hakimi 4%, Kylian Mbappe 4%. They say they have finished crowd and in conversation. 3%. Kivicha Kvaratskhelia 2%. No Ronaldo se mu yere. Aden o mu yere. Then ya one Ukrainian one.
What Nations League.
Oh.
What Nations League.
Na say no kra me fa Bruno kra bobo season we any Nations League nkwa.
Of course.
Players mo for Palmer so no friends. And then they Chelsea are some day. Hey, Bibia for Chelsea nka ho.
So Obia ne Bibia na nijewo.
Opening short list na ba so far it looks like Dembele way ahead. Ye ko enim na yana permutations na esesa. So as of today it looks like Dembele he had a bad final. But still now looks like
Years final ne dey say no na yegina so dey Ballon d'Or na Ousmane Dembele because he had a very bad final to be honest. But then again you ask yourself say there are players in there who didn't even play at the Club World Cup into clearly. And found that Dembele had a bad final. He was there and from the group stages now the performance is good so they got to the final. We are no free on more. Sadia ni say bin sida e nwanwa pa so obi beye. But obinya ye bi pe wo obeba beye na kire bia no kwaku ye hu bi da enti na nya nwanwa biem So the kind of joy I Ghana nyaye when we qualified for the World Cup in 2006 a way different from the kind of joy I never qualified for World Cup ever. Because in 2006 they qualifying for World Cup it was our first. Indeed, the joy was different. That is the Dembele situation. Dembele has been able to do something our French league and with Paris Saint-Germain any Europa player behind bida. I am saying that because and yep Osman Dembele nkwana but in every team there is always the face of the team. In every team. At Barcelona time and line of Messi more and yet time beyond another line of Messi bobo ni now. But on the face of the Barcelona team. It's Iniesta mobile, Xavi mobile. But you really a Cabasa team now something why na born home you talk about player friends line of Messi. And yet time beyond la mi yama bobo ni na Barcelona. There be season na you came no. Play or bobo ma Barcelona pane Rafinha. He was far better than Lamine Yamal, especially looking at the numbers. But Lamine Yamal is the face of the Barcelona team. Etibasa je Gloria, onuni yeboni din. That is the Dembele situation. Paris Saint-Germain ababa beje Champions League. Team ninji bida. Uye nuni fi wonma. Oma je the continental treble. Team ninji bida. Aside eno, there is no team in France awaje continental treble da. Paris Saint-Germain team we are here. Who is the face and the leader of the project? Osman Dembele. And I know that the Osman Dembele Gina Brane. And found that there were times and the performance in good sir. But at least Kakano or the team na he's done something. Obian team for team in the team in who modi now a couple players no more now. You can't talk about those players without mentioning the face of the team's name. And I know and the Osman Dembele and then for me say me wo 2 mina me yi me Ballon d'Or win am pa me nhwe baby I am going to go for Osman Dembele because performance no the ama goals or share numbers or the ama no to be honest na me expect it to obetimi aye saade in the just ended season
well
but he did it yes kwaku
me were two breaking at the mouth e Man U
papa there
before I come to that Victor Gyökeres we expecting say Friday or Baba London. On say deal no be him say done and ran your me be story catch them say nkofo no mate say bonuses no say scam no stampa kakranka ho yes him say mo ya agree to Friday boy ni beba Man U de no tie won say Edul one journalist Argentina players ni na no man na national team camp uraho koba into the Argentina story bar through the
yeah
onu na Messi be interview Argentina onu ana tie ose Manchester United afi officially oma contact Emiliano Martinez goalkeeper afi na that do ma contact no so she say say United make key move when she say boy no I refer Manchester to the agent she see omo ka say it's right now Manchester United are negotiating they to subio Corinthian Tolisso Dieno and now this one story about some say United for air peno. Na mikra na twetwe so kakra. Yes say no kre. Na the entire United for ni age Tolisso Dieno ho say o mat se ne buon for 8.6 million pounds. Inti say for la 4 dia yankofa. She say the most muto no no among for Alexander Isak no hear dem nkofo no chere. Me too.
Quarantine Tolisso, the kind of midfielder Manchester United want. Personally, I don't feel that Manchester United being here quarantine Tolisso because he's not an upgrade over the midfielders at Manchester United. Or back team anymore. Manchester United says here, here players or buy an ano. Or mobile upgrade over the UCCA because the UCCA and Koku say and yet a can see the night a boy, you could D system for no. And this a year for players they are bar. There should be upgrades of more room says here. Our mobile be page team the free baby a one at the acosro. And the for no the end there and you news to be exciting for any Manchester United supporter. Now baby and some then one Emiliano Martinez. Yeah.
Wo nana ho
ye ni no kranke ye
hey
yes kwaku one of the biggest problems for Manchester United has been Andre Onana. With no disrespect to the goalkeeper. Premier League for the past 2 seasons, Upe goalkeeper were making errors leading to goal at Onana. Say goalkeeper a mistake. Na ye di akwa sheni team and I say anam so amia sheni team Onana mako 8. And a goalkeeper na ye. Into a defender probably be crank a own goal to home common yedi. Into mistakes a goalkeeper nyani empanche the team there. He's there. Onana performance for Manchester United hasn't been good because of the kind of system Manchester United the ball. Any ball now you operating on. Manchester United needs a shot stopper, not a ball playing goalkeeper. That is why I make us say Emiliano Martinez news exciting because so what Emiliano Martinez he's a typical shot stopper.
Yeah.
A time in the days of Van der Sar. First is the Manchester United a Boboa. Ubiti Vidic. Ubiti Ferdinand we are. Why are we first Ubiti Van der Sar cry a problem?
And you see another hurdle.
A problem with that kind of performance. And Emiliano Martinez a mouse he feels he needs another platform to exhibit what is in him. And he has the experience in the Premier League from Arsenal. Aston Villa. The performance has been superb. What did the best goalkeeper we are saying? What did the best goalkeeper our World Cup? What did the best goalkeeper or Copa America? What again should he do to prove to Obiaso he's a good goalkeeper? Abia age in Manchester United supporters be a problem. 34 going 35 thereabout. But we shouldn't forget. Say he's a goalkeeper. And Manchester United now they Van der Sar 2 years hono.
Yeah.
Van der Sar about Manchester United no 35 years. And over joining Manchester United. And after Van der Sar, Manchester United any goalkeeper better than Van der Sar. Until clearly, he wasn't better than Van der Sar. Okay. He's been the best after Van der Sar, but he wasn't better than Van der Sar.
Okay.
Yes. Until Osha instances when now an example of a goalkeeper over nani age was so, but Oba obey deliver ma wa kwaku. Minim the assessor Oshishe biomo. Manchester United in tem. It is the best news amate. Our transfer, yes. Our transfer window for Manchester United. Yes, not even signing Cunha. Not even in Bomo.
Africa for.
Of course. No. But Timmy, you are some baby baby done yet.
Yes, some Koya America to United training grounds were Bruno and defense. Then to more place now, no more than Hi. Speed test.
Me ni pana me hwekwa so be Amadialo.
Hey, there's a Bruno no that's a serious player. Na Timo pa
ebi to another difference edidie no.
Are.
Unze bia we mu Kofi no mu didi more e chen Bruno.
Na na say na onya player papa.
Nti afei no mo be share the offside weight ne fat no. Na omo de awura season nim.
Na say na onya serious player. Na okay Bruno so ade no we ndidi.
Na bia no e discipline. Ofi say den a opese obebo ni ye. So Manchester the only problem I will me players to me.
Hey,
Kwakuntino. Me the Amad Diallo na M1 one na me expect say can so be first. But I quite unfortunate. But me hope say you season ni mo.
And also say last week place me bring gym work. It we gym work so probably obre. It's affecting.
Okay, and also you possible.
That's
and also you possible.
Okay. It's said the Etienne no. Biggie, nyame adumwa. We'll be back again. Na fe ya sound so abonko but there just a short one after year first. Nyako po nchira o. E be sound so anyway she bio. Bye.